Based on what the ship was carrying, it's believed that Yangtze Estuary No. 2 was built during the reign of the Qing Dynasty Emperor Tongzhi. Now, they found quite a bit of pottery around the wreck site from the kilns of Jingdezhen. We don't really know what the vessel's heading was or what brought it down, but a lot of researchers believe because there were so many jars of porcelain around the wreck site that the ship had most likely just set sail before it sank.
因为东西主要从写的正处的，所以从鄱阳湖口往
Most of the goods came from Jingdezhen, so all the ports along eastward of Poyang Lake could be where the ship departed from. It's also possible that it set sail from Shanghai. The goods produced in Jingdezhen and other cities could also be traded at market and then be transported to other places.
From what they can tell from the shipwreck, that it did not go down because it ran aground or raked over some rocks. It was more likely because the holds were overloaded and the ship ran into some bad weather.
特别大的风浪，就会使它的缺点比较明显的暴露出来。
Strong stormy wave would expose the vulnerabilities of the boat. As it is shaped like an ingot or square box, its ability to right itself was lacking. As the boat was supposed to sail a great distance, its owner may have decided to load as many goods and personnel as possible to maximize profit. According to many of Chinese documents of the era, many of the ships that went down were a result of overloading.
都出现过超载的这种现象。
因为我们分析这个沉船沉没的很大的可能性。
According to our analysis, the shipwreck was most likely due to a typhoon.
Now that the entire shipwreck has been raised from the sea floor, researchers are eager to get to work, try to learn the cause of its demise. Now, the very first shipwreck to be pulled from the bottom of the sea in China was Shanghai No. 1 off the coast of Guangdong province.
It was discovered in 1987, but it took them 20 years to develop the technology to be able to pull the boat from the water without damaging it.
Now, Yangtze Estuary No. 2 is even larger than Nanhai No. 1, and the technology they used to pull it from the sea floor, at least for me, is one of the most interesting parts of this story.
After an evaluation by the city's Cultural Relics Bureau, the Shanghai Salvage Bureau decided to try something no one has ever done before to raise the shipwreck. It's a custom-built rig that includes 22 semicircular beams and a specialized installation system. Each semicircular beam is lowered to the seafloor and connected to two beams that run the length of the shipwreck area. Once attached, an inner beam is fed under the wreck until it reaches the other side. The process is then repeated 21 more times. Once all 22 semicircular beams are in place, they each extended blades that connected them, forming a giant half-cylinder cradle that lifted the entire site, sand, silt, and ship from the seabed. This feat was accomplished with the help of a crane ship called the Dali.
The 22 arc beams wrapped the vessel into a 46-meter long, 19-meter wide, and 8.5-meter high semi-cylindrical box, along with the surrounding seabed and water, so we could ensure the shipwreck wasn't damaged when pulled from the sea floor.
This recovery project involves many different technologies and disciplines, from the unmanned submersible that captured video and ground-penetrating radar to generate imagery of the wreck and its surroundings, to using fluid mechanics to explore the effects of ocean currents on the environment around the shipwreck, to DNA analysis of any and all organic material that could provide insights into the lives of the ship's crew.